I know that you know about the spiral pattern. The spiral pattern not only has a visual path for you, outside in, inside out, from the inside of your heart to the outside world, from the heavens back down to your heart. This is a conch shell, and after the third term, the end was taken off. And I'm sure that hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years ago, one of these conch shells rolled up onto the shore of a Polynesian island, and it had hit a rock just right at the third term. And what that does is it opens up the pathway to the spiral canal. That's right. And what they heard one day was something magical and mystical. But now, of course, we know that it was the air traveled through and spiraled, started small, came out big, and trumpeted exactly just like our trumpets. Where do you think we got the idea to make a trumpet? Just like where do we get the idea to make a flute? From the reeds. And they had holes in them, and the wind blew, and the wind blew, and it blew out. And so for thousands of years, when two-leggeds were opening ceremony near the waters to talk to the water people, they would open with this sound. I hope I do it well. You have to go vibrate and blow it out at the same time. So let me see. Well, that wasn't bad. Could you imagine being on the top of the cliff and having the best conch blower up there blowing to let all the villagers know that it was time to come to a special ceremony, come down to the beach, down to the place where water and land continuously are changing their boundaries. Something very sacred about that. I want to show you a couple things. This is a very special shell. Do you know what it's called? Where is my other one? Oh, there it is. I must be very careful with these. Beautiful, aren't they? Yeah. A creature sort of looks like a squid, lives inside, and it propels itself. Do you know what it is? I don't think I'm going to tell you its name. Hopefully you can go look it up and find out. Would you put it on the Padlet when you find out? Thank you. Now, this is a whole one. This one was cut in half. Do you know which was this one? This was my mother's. That's right. She wore this hole on her neck, and that's where she kept her precious gift, her voice, her song, her special thoughts and prayers inside her shell. And then when she passed, she asked that it be cut in half. I received half, and my sister received half. How precious, how precious. I will protect my mother's voice forever and pass it on to my granddaughters when their mermaid time becomes time. Most of you won't be able to come visit my world. Hopefully some of you will. You'll be wearing snorkels, or maybe you can even go deeper if you learn how to scuba dive. I would love to have you visit my world, but I'm going to ask you a couple things. One, please respect our world. It's very fragile. Do not break off a piece of coral. It's a living animal. Now, on the beach, sometimes you'll see pieces like this. You can have one to take home, but you can't go down in the ocean and break off. One, you're killing my sea creatures, and we need my sea creatures. And two, some of them are so sharp, it will cut you like a razor. And some of them have poisons in them. They have to protect themselves. They can't run away from you. So nature, just like the rose has the thorn, it gives it its protection. And so we must be very careful. But yes, if you see a little bit on the beach, just like a rock, yes, you may take a little bit. No, you may not go into the ocean and take any. And look with your eyes, not with your hands. And please don't step on it. You'll be so sorry. We'll all be sorry. We will. We'll all be sorry. So, oh, what was that? My name. Yes, I know. Yes, here, I'll do it again. Here we go. Let me get my wand. Isn't that beautiful? La, la, la. I would never change my water name, ever. You would give me a name something like tuna fish or salmon. Oh my goodness, fillet of fish, let's not get started. Have the fish, forget about the styrofoam. Do you know how horrible the styrofoam is for my sea creatures? Don't get me started on the plastic bags and those balloons that you send up in the air. Don't do that. It's horrible. And my sea creatures think it's food, and they eat it and they get very sick. Now I understand we like to have beautiful things, but we have to be more careful how we celebrate and what we do. Do you know what Miss Valerie told me? And it made me sad, but it also made my heart happy. She made a promise to not use metal glitter in the art room anymore. When she found out how horrible that was, because it gets down and it's down in the ocean, the glitter that goes down the sink and gets into the water system goes down into the ocean, and it's inside the animals. It's inside the fish you eat. And also the little tiny beads of plastic. So we just have to start rethinking. We really do. You can tell them to wrap your fillet of fish in a paper wrapper. That works. Put it in a chicken nugget box. I've heard of that too. Do you know what I know? For breakfast, some of my sea creature friends, some seagulls I know, when they go to Mickey D's to get their food, they ask for their egg round and their sausage patty to be put into a chicken nugget box. Isn't that smart? No plastic, no styrofoam, you still get your food. Thank you. We all appreciate it down here. Boys and girls, I'm going to be posting a very special movie for you to watch, where you can see all the polyps being released from the miles and miles of mountains of coral reef. And it really does, it turns the ocean into outer space, where the spheres of polyps of all the sea anemones and all the different coral animals start to look like the planets. It's amazing. Enjoy your time under the ocean. We'll be swimming along for a while, because I heard that you were leaving Thailand. You boarded a ship and now you're sailing across to the South Pacific Islands. I'm so excited. This week we'll do Under the Ocean using Henri Matisse and his paper cutouts and the creatures of the sea. He called it the beasts of the sea. Oh, Henri, if he had been born in America, his name would have been Henry. But he was born the other side of the ocean, the other side of the Atlantic Ocean, over in France. So his name is Henri. So we'll be doing paper cutouts with Matisse. We will be also looking at the islands, because we'll be in the ships. We'll be looking at the islands and painting seascapes. I'm loving that. We'll be using crayon at what's called the crayon resist. So where you color with the crayon, the paint can't go there, and it adds the meander and the movement and the spiral of the sea, and also, of course, of the sky, because the sea and the sky can't be separated. They're one and the same, of a reflection of two different worlds. We'll go there another time. Just look through a crystal ball. They turn upside down. Lastly, if you want, start saving boxes and containers, and I will show you how to build a three-dimensional sailing vessel. Yes, a ship. We can do the old-fashioned ones, because we can be doing the pirate thing too in art. But that'll be next time. But for today, it was my honor to introduce you to the underwater world that's not so different from your world. Everyone here needs respect. Everyone here has a job to do, taking care of their fellow creatures and taking care of themselves, just like you. Take care of yourself. You are the most wonderful you in the universe. And it makes me smile. Don't ever give your gift away. No one has the right to ask you to do that. And no one that loves you or is worthy of you would require that so that they could love you. You can look exactly like you look. You don't have to worry about the clothes you wear or how your hair looks. Please brush your teeth though. Take a shower. Thank you. That's just respect. But I'm talking about being happy and content with who you are, because that's why Hans Christian wrote the book in the first place. Mr. Anderson wanted people to be happy and content with who they were. Now that doesn't mean you don't aspire to become the best you, but you don't sacrifice the most precious, unique part of you. You don't contort yourself and change yourself to become something you're not to please another person. Only Ursula's would ask that of you. I love you just the way you are. And I hope that you love me and my SeaWorld just the way it is. Please come visit. Look with your eyes. Take pictures. Don't take anything else. I will wave goodbye in the water, through the seaweed, going meandering through the spiraling and the meander current of the water. And we will wave you goodbye to come visit another day. I love you. Please, you love me. Namaste. Aloha. Pardon me. Hold on, dear. Thank you. Thank you. It is not easy for this old mermaid to get around anymore. That's why they made me this, let me sit on their beautiful coral. But no, don't sit on the coral. You'll be sorry. Thank you for coming today. It was my honor, my pleasure to help you to realize that we are not much different. Even though I breathe water, you breathe air. I swim, you walk. Interdependency, interrelated respect and love. And the nice thing about it is we don't have to be the same. I can speak my water language. You can speak your people language. As long as we both speak about love, respect, and becoming intelligent about the resources that we have left. There are some big people who have come to me. You might know Jacques Cousteau, one of the first land people that I let come and understand my sea creatures in the corals. He promised that you would one day come to understand the importance of a healthy ocean and healthy air. So I am very glad I was able to be here today to share my story, my song, my special uniqueness, the you that makes me unique in my universe. Thank you for coming. Oh dear, this old fish bones. Oh my. That was so nice. Oh, thank you. Thank you for opening the door for me, sweetheart. That was very kind of you. What is your name? Tommy. Thank you, Tommy. That was a very nice thing. Tommy opened the door for me. I like you two-legged peoples, especially the little people. Oh, I like them so much. Teach them well.